You all know the way that we think about dark skin was created by man. We must stop empowering that negativity, It would die on the vine if we would rebuke it all. But some of us seem to be feeling justified in some way by continuing to live it up or whatever you might want to call it. We are the only ones who can change that perception. No matter how much we are told or you hear or see things that does not reflect who you are, you should rebuke them. Don't let anyone devalue you. God is not pleased. The Creator is not pleased with us feeling inferior and feeling bad because we're dark or because our hair is not good or straight. It's terrible, some of the stuff that we're carrying on. God, the Creator, is the only real power, and He made us, and everything He made is superior, and He's pleased with how we are made. So let's be grateful for our blackness. What others think has no real relevance if we wouldn't put so much thought and action into it. This thing should die on the vine. It's almost as though we are putting man's word above the real power. I feel good about my skin. I look good in my skin. I'm happy and pleased with my skin. I don't ever really have any problem about being dark. Of course, I guess I'm fortunate too that I came from a family where we all was of a dark, beautiful hue. And thank goodness my mother and my dad were always uplifting us as youngsters, telling us we of course knew the reality of living in this society, that it was about the inferiority, but what they always instilled in us was that don't be so concerned about how people think of you. Yeah, there will be obstacles because you'll be held down because of you, but you overcome that. Just like riding a bike. If you fall off 99 times, you get right back up on that 100th time, and you persevere and you move forward. And we can create our own opportunities. We don't need to be rehashing and trying to live this slavery thing any longer. And this light skin, dark skin was created back in the 1800s during the slave trade, when you can research this letter and you probably will find it online somewhere. I think I may have some copies. I'll try and put them on. This marketing strategist named Willie Lynch actually traveled throughout Virginia because the first slaves actually went to Virginia, and he went into there on the James River and told the slaves how he could manage the slaves beside the hostile beatings and lynchings and hangings and things. That you can save on your profits by dividing them in ways like the older ones from the younger ones, the lighter ones from the darker ones. You can prioritize them in a way that you can make some of them feel like they're better than the others by taking the lighter skinned ones and giving them the duties in your home or around your family, and the darker ones make them do all the harsh outdoor work in the fields, and that way you can separate them. And he said this method will last with them for hundreds of years, if not forever. So when you think about it, this is exactly what we're doing, what was established way back in those years. For you all, especially the younger people, this inferiority complex syndrome is it needs to stop. And we're all perfect. There's nothing wrong with us that God saw. Of course, we're not God because He's the only one that is Him, but He made us in the best possible way. So believe the Creator about yourself. He made you and everything He made. He said, that's good. So free yourself from the mental slavery when your last day come, or you wouldn't want to look back over your life and feel like because your skin was dark, you didn't reach your potential, or you didn't do the things on earth that you felt you were capable of because you felt, oh, I'm not as pretty as the light-skinned or the white woman. You are just as beautiful as anyone. There's no reason for you to feel that way. And you don't want to go to your grave taking your gift with you because your skin's dark. Create your own opportunity. If you don't find what you want to do, this is a marvelous country with plenty of opportunity. We're not perfect, but this dark skin, light skin thing is being fueled and carried on by us, not by anyone else. We're the ones who are keeping this thing alive. Because if we don't believe it and we don't act it, then it won't last. And for us, we're doing this to our young children. I saw a little girl the other day. It's partly what sparked me to start doing this. I call it a ministry more than anything, because this little young, beautiful girl, she was literally in tears because her skin is dark and wanted to know why would God do something like that to her. And it hurt me so deep inside to see that this is a baby. But my big thought was, why would a young child like this, 4 years old going on 5, and she says to me, but you're darker than I am. I say, yes, and we're both beautiful. I said, there's nothing wrong with, but she said, but I don't want to be looking like this. I don't want to be dark. And I said from that day on, if I can help one person by doing this, because it appears that nothing I could say to her would help her to feel better, but I'm beginning to think this has to be going on in the home, because she did have lighter siblings who didn't seem to be going through what she was going through. So the parents hopefully are not treating her differently than what they are treating, how they're treating the lighter children. But it's such a sad phenomenon. And I just said, if I can do anything to help someone with this, because I just it doesn't faze me. In fact, I don't even remember I'm dark-skinned until someone says something about dark skin. And I have nothing against white, black, blue, whatever color. I think we're all so beautiful. And it's just such a big time for us to just get on board and really help everyone that we can. And I know we've heard this so long that everything black is bad, black skin. That's not true. Black is the original color. It's the real color. There's nothing wrong with black. I'm going to put on about 10 affirmations right after the end of this conversation that you can say each day, and do them in front of a mirror where you can look dead in your eyes and say them with conviction, really, for 21 to 30 days. I think everyone who really practice these things and say them every day, because you're told so long that you're ugly and you don't look good, and of course you don't see many images anywhere of yourself That's put them up in your own home, your own pictures, and embrace yourselves. Because as I said earlier in this conversation, it's such a sin and a disgrace to devalue yourselves when you've been made by the Creator who made everything. And He is certainly not pleased with us devaluing ourselves because He made our skin dark. So say these affirmations every day for at least 21 to 30 days, and stand in front of a mirror and say them and look dead in your eyes. And I do believe that some of this mental slavery that is embedded into our subconscious and conscious minds can be derailed and changed in a way that it will help us to love ourselves. I am greatness. I am masterfully made. I am happy in my dark skin. I live in dominant skin. I am grateful to the Creator for my dark skin. I am a black pearl. I am a black diamond. I am a God-made beauty. I am the night sky. I am the first and will be the last. Black pearl, black diamond, the night sky describes my skin. Be the gem that you are in your skin. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate who you are. Rejoice in who you